Alright, let's speedrun this one. Seasonal weapons, bad. Dungeon and raid weapons, good. How are you doing, guys? And like the video and subscribe and whatever, that's it. That's all you need to know. Video's finished, you can leave. I'll tell you what though, these new seasonal weapons are looking pretty sick. It's a shame the perks are all shit. Look at this, they can even use the old ornaments. Maybe I'm just being a big hater, but none of these perk combos here really interest me at all. Initially, I was interested in the new perk Collective Action because it was letting you two-shot people with a 120 handgun in Crucible. They patched that real quick, so don't care anymore. Lost interest, not my problem. Another new perk, Invisible Hand, bears the namesake of a Star Wars ship, so that's something, and that's about all it's got going for it. It increases the stability for a short time after repeatedly missing shots. I'm generally not a huge fan of perks that work like this, where I have to not hit what I'm trying to hit to get it to do something. But then again, I do miss a lot of shots, so maybe it is worth using in PvP at least. Maybe, but it's just not for me. This sword though, the only thing I have any hope for, it's Strand, so that's interesting at the very least, and it's a Vortex frame, the best sword frame. It's got Relentless in the first column, that's always good on swords, and the second column that has perks also. Valiant Charge is on this sword. Valiant Charge is one of those perks that I just have a bit of blind hope for. I feel like there's got to be something to Valiant Charge. It's got to be good somewhere for something, surely. Sometimes you just got to believe in something, Alright, let's get to the real juice of this video, if that is, in fact, a phrase. You ever heard of a little perk called Bipod? Get this right, 2 rockets in the mag. Now that sounds good. Pair that with Reconstruction, and we're looking at a 4-mag rocket launcher. Plus, you can even use holster on it for an even faster reload for one of the first 2 rockets. But what if I told you that this is terrible because Bipod gives you a 40% damage reduction and there's a whole nother rocket launcher that you can shoot the same amount of 4 rockets without having to reload while retaining its full damage. You're getting one of the best damage perks in the game. This Cold Comfort is an absolutely banging rocket launcher. 3 rockets in the mag with Envious Assassin used properly. Initially, I didn't actually realize how Envious Assassin worked, and I was running around getting millions of kills trying to get 3 rockets in the mag, like it was Ambitious Assassin or whatever, until I realized you have to get the kills and then immediately switch to activate the perk, and then if you get enough kills, it'll put the rockets in the mag. This little detail drove me insane a little bit before I realized how it works. Also, you can add a little finisher in there for restoration ritual, and you get the little extra reload added in there, and you got 4 rockets ready to go. This requires a bit of setup, obviously, but I mean, it's not that bad. All you need is a few little guys to kill. Also, the Apex Predator is actually very good. It's craftable, so you get a nice little spot of enhanced reconstruction, and all you have to do is, not use Bipod. It does have bait and switch, which, as we've established, is in fact better. And depending on what you're doing and how many enemies you might have access to, one might be better than the other. Now, Techie Enforced. Have you seen this little sucker? Who would have thought a not rapid fire fusion rifle would be good? Controlled Burst, a new perk, 20% damage increase and 10% charge time improvement. All for just hitting all the bolts of your burst. Plus, add into that the perk Rewind Rounds. The name I have to say very slowly because my brain don't work too good. But that perk lets you fire the entirety of the Techie Enforced reserves without ever having to reload. And combine it with Controlled Burst, and you've got one hell of a combo going on. I mean, it's not going to be better than a rocket launcher for DPS, obviously, but if you're a tractor bitch, or a galley bitch, or, just one of the bitch rolls, you can make some very good use of this little guy. I guess you can't if you're div bitch, but who needs one of those anymore? Supremacy! Might be something, I'm not convinced just yet. It feels like snipers, particularly this one, are very close to being something good. They just need something a little more. This guy gets rewind rounds and 4 times the charm. A weird thing about rewind on this one though, is that when the little perk, the little icon, when rewind rounds activates, the little icon comes up on the screen in the box of the buffs, and then while that's active, while that little thing is on the screen, the shots fired during that time do not count towards the next activation of rewind rounds. So it doesn't quite work as well as you'd want it to, but you still fire a fuckload of shots though, so we're getting somewhere with snipers at least. The rest of the Last Wish weapons, I don't really care about. I mean, they're all good, but Nation of Beasts would be nice to level up and have one of those, but who the hell even cares about primary weapons at the moment? Double special all the way, baby. Speaking of primaries, we now dip into the rest of the dungeon weapons with the No Survivors, a solar SMG. Sadly, not a lightweight frame, my personal favourite. However, it can get the ultimate perk combo in Demolitionist and Incandescent. The combo I was begging for on the mini tool, but it just wasn't the case. Also, if you're a crazy person and don't like Demolitionist, or you just can't get it to roll, it also gets a new perk in that slot called, now get ready for it, Discord. Now, if you can get past the funny name and actually read what the perk does, it's quite good. When you get another kill and then switch to this weapon, Discord activates for 7-ish seconds. And whenever you get a kill while it's activated, it refills your mag. And also gives you, like, I don't know, airborne effectiveness or something. Maybe some stability. I don't know. But the reload thing's the main one. And, you know, you pair that with Incandescent, and now you've got one hell of a combo going. Once again, though, we run into the primary weapon dilemma. You know, if you want to kill a bunch of enemies, just use Forbearance. Now, this last weapon. It feels like my whole life has been leading up to this one weapon release. The new Pacific Epitaph. Finally, a wave frame in the kinetic slot. My life is complete. And some banger perk combos. It's got Demolitionist and Pugilist. It's got Demolitionist and Reconstruction. It's got Demolitionist and then another perk again. First column's also got Lead from Gold and Unrelenting. Those are both very nice. Second column's got Kill Clip, Adrenaline Junkie, Pugilist, Redirection. Pugilist and Redirection are two perks I've basically never used before, but they work super well on this thing. Getting all the energy back from having Demolitionist and Pugilist is bloody awesome. And Redirection is also something that you can use. You know, you're killing a bunch of little guys all the time, and then you finally hit the big one and you do a big bunch of damage to him. It's nice, I like it. The only thing it's missing is chain reaction, but, you know, we can only dream. Plus, it's a wave frame in the kinetic slot. What more could you want? I think that's about it. What else is there? Braytech sprays back as a Nightfall weapon, and it can get Envious Assassin and a bipod. So I wonder how many rockets that can get in the mag. But as we've established, bipod is utter dog shit. Loaded question can get controlled burst, but I don't think that's going to be anything considering the spot Techian forces in. And there's some other interesting new world drops, but they're literally impossible to farm, and I just can't take not being able to get another good world drop, so I'm just ignoring those for now. All in all, there's surprisingly a lot of good new stuff going on here, despite literally every single new seasonal weapon being worthless. I'm excited to use a lot of these. It's a shame the game's in a bit down in the dumps right now in terms of player morale and other things. Who knows? Maybe Solstice or whatever it is this season will revitalize everything somehow. I doubt it though. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment. Tell me, is there any crazy weapons I just completely forgot about? I think I got them all. It is very possible I missed something. What else? No. I think that's it. More videos soon. Peace out.